Welcome back to the nationally recognized Real Estate Radio Network's Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Radio Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Make sure to get great information or ask your important questions at donandgino.com. Now, back to your friends, Don and Gino.
Well, we are talking about great information today. That is for sure with Brandon Montemayor.
Name hacker. You just
so
said
well.
you were doing well. You were on a roll.
Brandon Montemayor with Keller Williams VIP Properties and the Montemayor and Associates. All right. There's associates because it's a whole team. One of the top real estate teams in the entire Santa Clarita Valley. And they live here in Santa Clarita. Their families are here in Santa Clarita. They are, like us, accountable to you. They're involved in our community. They're involved in giving back to the community. We were just talking at break, and you'll know our theme. Every week we always ask our guests, what do they do to give back to you? Because we survive off of you and our community, and we want to give back because we appreciate everything that you give us and the opportunities you give us to have a career here in our beautiful town of Santa Clarita, because we don't want to go anywhere else. There's no reason to work anywhere else, right, Alicia?
Awesome town.
Oh, banned from our show ever again.
It is an awesome town, but we just stay away from the slogan.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, even one of the builders is using it now on one of their new billboards.
I saw that.
It was
Yeah,
like
it is.
just slightly tuned. It wasn't quite awesome town.
Where
It was-
awesome lives.
Yeah, that's right. Where awesome lives.
That's
I like
right.
that better.
Well, this is where Awesome shares great information right here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. You can watch, listen, and now chat. Please chat with us and ask your questions of Brandon and Alicia, us, and just go to donandgino.com, donandgino.com. Click on the Listen and Chat Live button. It's easy to sign in with using your Facebook account, and then you can chat with us. We've had some great questions from a lot of you out there, and we really appreciate you being involved. And again, you can watch. It is live. We stream this live so you know what's going on right now. On top of it, we have our YouTube channel, which has over 150 clips now from great interviews with top professionals such as Brandon and Alicia that are here today. And we have over 100 shows that are fully recorded. So a lot of great information for you. Speaking of great information, well, let's touch on it. I know you were mentioning some of the community involvements that you're involved in, and I wanted to touch on that before we go into where the market's at and why you guys are helping so many people today.
Absolutely. One of the great things about the office we work for at an international level, Keller Williams, very focused on family and giving back to the community. So we have something coming up in about a week and a half. It's called Red Day, and that is our national day where everyone in Keller Williams gives back in their local community. Now, they encourage that throughout the years or throughout the year through donations, and they make it very easy for us to give back and adopt some of the families that need help within our organization and friends of friends and that type of thing. But this year we're going to be reaching out to the senior center. We've done the single mothers outreach in the past years. We do a lot of stuff with our church and the Million Meal Marathon. I think we talked about that last time.
Right.
And then one of the other ones that one of my best friends, James Shields, he plays baseball.
Yeah, he kind of plays baseball. He's a pitcher with the Royals. Come on.
Yeah.
He kind of plays. I kind of play baseball. This guy plays baseball.
I haven't touched a baseball or a softball for probably 20 years, and my friend calls me the other day. He goes, "Hey, you want to come play softball tonight?" I was like, well, I don't have a glove, and where am I going to stand? What am I going to do?
Stick to doing loans, Gino. You're really good at that.
Concentrate on your strengths.
So it's good that you're involved with so much, and I guess that's why you wore the red shirt today for red for what, Red Tag Day?
For Santa Claus.
Okay.
No, for Red Day.
Okay,
You got it. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you for giving back to the community. I see you guys involved in so many things, but your energy with your group. I mean, you have obviously Brandon Montemayor, we have Alicia, you have Barbara, you have Macy in your office.
And we're bringing on one more starting Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, Barbara's daughter, actually, Robin. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
another addition to the team that's going to allow us just to do that much more for our clients.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the lovely Alicia to go on this, because You can probably, of course, Brandon being Brandon Montemayor, the Montemayor Associates, of course, he's going to say this is why it's growing. But I want to hear from you because as Director of Operations and seeing a team grow, because there are not a lot of teams growing. We only know a couple, and a couple have been on our show, of course, because of that. But a lot of teams are actually shrinking, and your team's growing. Why do you feel that that's happening?
Well, I think it's because we have a great leader in Brandon, and
checks in the mail, Alicia. I'm getting paid this week.
Cha-ching!
Yes, I coached that the whole way over here. Perfect.
But really, we are just doing the right thing, which is taking care of our clients. And our clients, are, as your business, basically works on referrals. And our number one way to look at our company and our business and the way to keep growing it is only take care of the client and the client's needs. Keep your mouth shut a little bit and listen to what your client's saying. Listen to what they're saying, take care of them. And I think that's why we continue to grow. And we continue to educate. We're constantly educating ourselves and our team to just grow and get bigger and take care of our client, ultimately. That is the answer.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm listening.
It's the 2 ears. It's the 2 ears, one mouth theory. Yeah, I love that.
For a reason.
You know what? I can also vouch for you guys because I know at Cherry Creek it's kind of the same thing. We have fun. You know what? You guys are fun. You guys are, yes, you're doing your job. You're being professional. But every time I talk to you guys, I could hear smiles through the phone, and I think that's important. If you're talking to someone that sounds grumpy or upset or something, it's not cohesive to getting the work done. Every time I call one of you, I could hear someone smiling on the other side.
Well, there's a reason for that, without a doubt. I know in our office, and we've seen it with you guys because we visit your office. We have strategy meetings with your team to better the quality of service we give our clients and to help them better and to make sure that we communicate better with our clients. That's why we work so well together. But it's because you're successful at doing what you're doing and helping people, and that makes you happy because all of you out there, I guarantee, when you go to work, if it's not a happy place and you're not getting to do what you want to do to provide the services you want to, you're grumpy. But we do, all of us, Cherry Creek and your Brandon Montemayor team, do a great job. And it makes you happy at your job and makes you want to do it again and again and again. And you guys are doing it again and again and again a lot.
Yeah, well, and we're huge believers in Zig Ziglar, rest in peace. But, one of his sayings, and we live it and we try to, we believe it and we try to live it every day. And that is, if you can achieve anything you want, you can have anything you want if you help enough people get what they want. And we take that approach. It's a very simple approach, and we stick to that. We help as many people as we can, and because of that, our families are very fortunate and well taken care of.
Well, on that note, because you are helping so many people, one of the areas I know we kind of touched on a little bit, but it's very important that you understand out there how this happens because there's a lot of buyers out there. Alicia, you're dealing with the buyers. That's your job, is to coddle them and make them feel good and help them find their dream home. But it's challenging right now, is it not?
Yes, sir, it is. Our inventory is horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I love is this team approach, because if it was Brandon trying to sell your home and find you a home, handle the office, follow up on leads,
do the paperwork,
all that stuff, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. That's why I have Gino on my team. I have Don Tusimich and Stephanie and Linda and Sue and all these great people. I mean, we have a great team.
Yes, you do.
I would be dead as the owner without this team, and that's why I partnered up with Gino. You guys have a team to make sure that you out there are taken care of, and that's why I think you guys are so successful.
Right. And, we talked about how scary would it be if you walked into the doctor's office and the doctor was sitting there at the receptionist area, booking appointments, signing you in, and then he was the one who walked you in, took your temperature and your blood pressure, then moved you to the room. It doesn't work. We've never heard of it. So we find people who specialize in certain areas and are great at what they do.
Yes.
And when we do that, we accomplish so much more by keeping people focused on their strengths and not worrying about all of that other stuff. Everyone focuses on their strengths, and our clients win because of that.
And we just recently saw that. I mean, Gino started to kind of head that direction with the clients we just worked with. What's kind of nice is even on the other end of the transaction, the client told me how much she appreciated both sides of the transaction. Because a lot of times you think if you're selling a home that you just sell it and you're done. but there's a lot more involved in making the transaction successful and making everybody happy. And you did an incredible job. You and your team, I should say. She's just like, wow, you're right. Because I said, these are two of the best teams in the business that you're dealing with. And she said, thank God. It went through so wonderfully, and it wouldn't have happened without those teams.
Well, and we got to bounce that right back at you guys, because you guys work some miracles on this one. And, you know, if you want some true professionals in the lending industry out here just to chat with or to get information from, you know, Don and Gino are definitely your guys. And there's very few, if any, team or lenders that could have had this deal and got it to the finish line. And, you know, we were very, you know, we continue to be impressed every time we work with you.
Well, you just assured yourself another shot at the Don and Gino.
Let's be honest. You know, what's interesting is that sometimes transactions are difficult. That's what you're somewhat alluding
Sometimes.
to.
No, that's fair. There are difficulties there,
but
sure.
in the reality is our jobs, all of our jobs, is to take that pain away so that the consumer never feels that, and we always take it upon ourselves, and we make sure to resolve these situations that come up without the consumer having to be stressed out about it. And I think that matches your slogan perfectly. What's your slogan?
We have many, but one of
Oh, it's the
we make real estate easy.
Yeah.
And you know, and we owe that a lot to the team we partner with.
And right back at you, and that's why we love working with your team. And it's not even just the fun we have with it. You guys know your stuff. So we're going to share in just a few minutes, so don't go away. Brandon's going to share with you what he feels is going to happen in the near future. Is this market going to stay as hot as it is right now? And I know Brandon's got his numbers. He knows his info. He's going to share that with you so you know what to do. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.